Let's go to the next one, which is audio-based modulation. So let's say we wanted to move these lines based on my voice. We can activate the audio modulation. Cool, we turned it on, but it's not working. Why? Let's go into the settings here. And in the settings is where you can configure everything. And we're gonna go to the audio engine. And the audio engine has to be enabled. We have two different analysis methods. We can either analyze the audio based on the peak value, which is the maximum value of the audio signal, or the RMS value, which is a averaged value of the audio. These can be good for different situations. Best just to experiment with them and see what you like better. And in Chromatose right now, we have 3 different audio signals that you can play with. So first is the main signal. And if we turn this threshold and this gain all the way down, you see this raw signal here? This is the raw audio signal coming in. And it's coming in through the microphone. And the raw signal is just completely the raw signal without anything happening from Chromatose. And then the gain adjusted signal is what it looks like if we turn up the gain. And what you want to get when you're doing audio modulation is you want to have this green bar whenever your audio is playing. You want it to be kind of going between the bottom and the top. You don't want it completely pinned to the bottom or pinned to the top. The important thing to note is that the signal that is actually used for the modulation in Chromatose, it's this gated final signal. Okay, and what is that? Well, if the threshold is all the way down, it's going to be exactly the same as the gain adjusted signal. But if we turn this threshold up, you'll see this little yellow bar starts to move. That means that the final signal only is activated when the audio passes through that yellow bar. The low frequency and the high frequency, they both behave the exact same way. The only difference here is that we have a cutoff knob for adjusting the frequency. And this is just to dial in how much of the high frequencies you want to cut off of the signal. So they're only left with the low frequencies. So for kick drums and bass heavy sort of stuff and music usually. And the same thing is true for the high frequency. It's just for the highs come through and not the lows.